Greetings, everybody. Dave DeWalt here, founder and CEO of NightDragon, and we are coming to you from Black Hat here in Las Vegas with about 30,000 of our friends and about thousands of vendors as well. But it's so great to be back. This is my 20th Black Hat, which I hate because it dates me a little bit, but it's been an honor to be part of this whole cyber family for so long and have so many people here. It's so wonderful. Today we have such an amazing guest, Brett Leatherman, who is the Assistant Director of the FBI Cyber Group. And thank you. So it's just over a year, Brett, is about, right?
About a year in a roll, yep.
How long does it feel?
About 5 of those, I think, yeah.
Thank you so much for your service and everything you've been doing. So proud to see all the news, especially recent operations that we've been doing. Maybe start out just for a minute for the audience and do a little bit of strategic imperatives and priorities that you have at a macro level. Then we'll talk about a couple operations too.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate the NightDragon crew and the invite to come here and talk to the audience here. So the FBI, as you know, member of the U.S. intelligence community, but for 118 years, a law enforcement agency. So we like nothing more than to impose cost on bad guys. And so, you know, we've got our counterterrorism division, our criminal division, our counterintelligence division, and our cyber division. Those are the 4 operational components of the FBI. The president's strategy, the FBI aligns closely with pillar 1 of that, which is shifting the risk calculus from victims here in the U.S. to cyber actors domestically and internationally. So holding them accountable, imposing cost, that is our focus. And doing that at scale is where we're trying to really...
Music to our ears, by the way, on the defender side for so long. So we just love that initiative. Maybe just go back for a little bit, the president's EO, and then how it ultimately resulted in some new operational things, particularly Riptide, and tell everybody what Riptide was.
Yeah, so Operation Riptide is a 60-day campaign to scale our work against cyber actors. During that time, we executed about 17 joint sequenced operations where we're going after the actors, their infrastructure, their communication platforms, their money, their tools, and we're trying to disrupt the underlying ecosystem. So First VPN was a great example of a VPN service that allowed actors to anonymize themselves. In over 25 ransomware groups used First VPN to hide behind the anonymity of the online platforms. We conducted technical operations to disrupt that. We leveraged relationships with Google, Lumen, and other partners to disrupt a bunch of other residential proxy networks in order to remove capacity and capability from the actors to target the United States. We have arrested over 200 actors globally in the last 2 months, cyber actors, cyber-enabled actors, and we've charged an additional 50, and then we've extradited a bunch of folks to face charges here in the
I'm not sure we arrested 200 people in the prior 20 years. I mean, that's what's amazing about the operation and knocking down that infrastructure. What can you say about ransomware for a minute? I know for a period of time we were facing ransomware attacks like every couple minutes, it seemed like, right? And we've really seen that change. And I think a lot of this has to do with the directives of this administration, the fear factor we put into the adversary, the actions we're taking. I mean, again, music to our ears, but we've seen ransomware really drop, right?
Yeah, it's been a significant drop, and we've also seen payments drop as well. And if you look at industry reporting that demonstrates organizations that bring the FBI and law enforcement in early often save about $1 million in incident response costs as a result of that. So working with industry is incredibly important to us. Closing the gaps between threat intelligence, victim engagement, results in operational enabling the FBI to do the work that we love to do, which is going after the bad guys. So ransomware is still there, but everybody is taking steps to become more resilient, which is what we want. And then our job is to also to go after those bad guys and to deter them from continuing.
Brett, let me ask you a little bit more about what I always called public-private partnership, coming from the private side and partnering with the government for so long. I mean, we're in this age of AI now that really has changed the landscape. I mean, at least for me, the last 6 months since these frontier models have come out and we've watched this incredible inertia of vulnerabilities and potential exploits. I mean, we've almost seen an exponential change in our cyberspace that's occurring. In my opinion, the importance of public-private partnerships as it relates to that to get outcomes and impacts and things. Talk about it from your perspective, how you can partner with private sector more.
Yeah, so it's incredibly important. There's no discipline that the FBI works in where these industry relationships matter quite this much from an operational perspective. So, two ways. Companies that are engaged in threat intelligence see the threat before we do. The only way we can operationalize that is if they share it and they share it quickly. It's got to happen at speed because then we can move upstream against the actors and their infrastructure and take action. The second way is victims. If victims reach out to us early, if they experience a breach, we have 56 field offices located throughout the United States. Every one of them has cyber teams there, unique perspective that they can bring to bear in incident response capabilities, containment, eradication activity. But also that enables us, that allows us to go upstream against the actors as well. And that is incredibly important to all of us, defending the homeland together by closing those gaps.
How are you thinking about AI now in your role? I mean, this has been an incredible set of tools. I mean, now, like I said, you're seeing these private sector products that can both be defenders and potentially offensive tools, which is a little interesting for investors, for us thinking about, wow, how do we handle that? But we see it as very exciting and patriotic to do that. So from the private sector side, we want to partner more that way. But how's AI changing things from your perspective there?
It's not changing the fundamentals of how attacks are happening. It's compressing the time frames dramatically. If you look at Palo Alto and industry and what they're reporting, data exfiltration is happening in minutes versus days as a result of AI. So to defend against that, we have to start to deploy AI smartly. We have to do it quickly as well because we're under the clock here to actually get some work done. The bad guys are adopting it at scale. We've got to start to adopt it in the areas that are most risk in our environments.
Yeah, it's exciting times. I think about 2026 as one of the most seminal years in my whole high-tech career, because I just really believe, I mean, America's innovation in AI is off the chart. And now I really believe America's innovation in quantum is off the chart. And we're just watching one wave of technology after another, which is exciting. But also as a defender, there's a lot of attack surface to manage and a lot of new changes and risks. And I'm so appreciative that you've come out here, you're at Black Hat, you're meeting with people like myself and others. And just want to say thank you for your service. Thank you for the partnership. Brett Leatherman, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the good heroes in cyber. Thank you for all the hard work you're doing. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
You.